The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Morning, fellas. Tony, good morning. Guys, very good morning to you. It is Thursday, November 12th. Randy, Sue, good morning. Mark, good morning. Guys, hope you had a great afternoon. Obviously, Thursday, Aspen, good morning. Being Thursday, fellas, we do have continuing and initial jobless claims this morning, so we won't be doing any trading before 8:30. I mean, if I see something, I'll offer it. If you guys want it, you take it. Jacques, good morning. We should have we do have natural gas and crude inventories today. So continuing in initial jobless claims at 8:30 this morning. I'm not sure what we're looking for. It'll be on the site. Marco, good morning. It'll be on the site probably by 8:15. At 10:30, we'll have natural gas inventory. And of course, at 11 o'clock, we'll have crude. We should have more movement today than we did yesterday. Caleb, good morning. Very, very early good morning to you. Ray, good morning. We had a fairly decent day yesterday, given the fact that it was torturously slow. Patrick, good morning. NASDAQ, oh man. Hey, Mark. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. I've got DeChambeau in the tournament that I do, or with a group of guys. So I took Bryson DeChambeau. But yeah, I'll watch it this afternoon. There it is, 8 o'clock, guys. I opened up a little bit early. Very quickly, looking around, in the overnight session, we have really nothing here. 240 net sellers currently in the NASDAQ. Nothing. 166 net buyers in silver. 160 net buyers in gold. I mean, it's pretty quiet. Crude has 385 buyers. ES has 1,100 sellers. I do hey, good morning, Hubba Hubba. The only bot that I have on currently, guys, is Copper, that 15-minute that I've been running, and it is fixing to go into a short. That's my Southern. Hey, Dennis. No, natural gas inventory is today. It's today. Should be at 10:30. Unless I'm mistaken, natural gas should be today at 10:30, as it always is, and crude inventories at well, maybe natural gas is tomorrow. They're doing crude at 11. I've never seen it on a Friday. Yeah, 10:30. I've never seen it on a Friday. That's interesting. Usually they do them together. 10:30 is natural gas, and then 11 o'clock is crude. In any event, I guess we'll have maybe a little fireworks tomorrow then. Crude today and natural gas tomorrow. But thank you, Dennis. Really, really light trading overnight. I did put a gold trade in member Skype, which went to target. Quickly looking, guys, at the indices. Dow futures are leading the parade lower at the moment, down 267. S&P futures are off, call it 20 handles. And the NASDAQ is up 16 handles. Russell is also off 16 handles. VIX futures is up 3%, but only 24.57. It's not. DAX is interesting, down 188. We will probably follow the DAX. Good morning, Glenn. And VIX cash is up almost 4%, but only at 24 and change. Gold is still hanging around that level, 67 points. Marco. Gold is up $6 currently. Crude down 25 cents. Looking at volume, I mean, here's the NASDAQ. Volume is decent, 105,000 contracts, decent volume. And the ES, 216,000. That's actually above where we generally come in. So is the NASDAQ. So volume seems to be a little bit higher. Any of my order flow guys see a trade? ES looks long to me, but I'm not taking any trades. I should get the numbers for continuing and initial jobless claims in about 10 minutes. What I'll do right now, guys, is let me read the disclaimer. U.S. government required disclaimer. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Do not trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. And as well, past performance is not indicative of future results. I also want to stress that whether I take a trade or not, if I'm in a trade, does not lend any more credence to the trade. Okay? Me taking a trade does not make it a better trade than me not taking a trade and still suggesting, and hey, there's a long here or a short here. Good morning, Tony. Does anybody have any questions, fellas? I mean, we're going to sit here for basically 20 minutes. So if anybody has any questions, holler. I'm not doing anything until we get past our continuing and initial jobless claims. So it's our first trade. Copper is short. Again, with news, we'll see what we get. We're not going far quickly. Just letting you know that copper's in a short. Maybe as high as 50. Greg, what do you have for a target? $50 quarter. Okay. $50 quarter it is. Here comes your NQ if anybody is in the trade. There you go, guys. Come on, buddy. 30, 31's a little resistance. 40 would be first target as I see it. 4-0 from 15-16. Trade him as you see fit. Come on, let's go. Get up there, NASDAQ. I'm going to adjust that target to 39.5 first target. But again, you got 15, 16 handles in it here, fellas. Trade them as you see fit. I do think we get that 39 to 40 target. We do have buyers. And they look like enthusiastic little fellas today. Trying to be funny. Come on, push it. Could pull back into support at 21. NASDAQ. It goes without saying that at this point, it is pre-market. In my opinion, your best stop is probably a break-even stop. I still think we'll get to 40. Gold coming back down. Typical pre-market. Come on, NASDAQ. Gold really should go. It should get to 75. I'm not sure what this. That's the target I have. Yesterday, gold took me out and then went, if you guys remember. Come on, NASDAQ, get up there to 40. Again, if you guys want money, take your money. We've run out of momentum. Small sellers in here. We could pull back to, we could come back to the entry. We could come all the way back to 01. Nice job, Moshi. Good for you, man. Good for you. You're going to have to go hit golf balls. Let's see what we got here, guys. Biden lockdown coming. Advisors suggest 4 to 6 weeks may be necessary to control pandemic. Better buy food now. Former National Security Advisor McMaster to Biden, a return to the Iran nuclear deal is a big mistake. Does he really need to be told that? He does. He keeps forgetting. Right. It's a means to an end. Right. Right. It's Machiavelli's famous quote, right? As long as the ends justifies the means. Listen, I said this. There's first target. We hit second target to the tick, fellas. It didn't fill. Second target filled on gold. So 30, 59 ticks. I have read a report that there is a faction All right, guys, I'm back. We got a bit yet, 7 minutes. Yeah, crude came close, 80. We're getting there. A lot of buyers in crude. A lot of buyers, fellas. I think the high of the day is 90 something, 92 maybe. I think we get that first target. Let me get some of these. Let's see here. I got silver on now. Morning, Jeff. Did we just hit target? No, one tick shy. One tick to first target, fellas. Good morning, Mohammed. Let's see what we got, guys. Positive delta on the NASDAQ, but it's small. ES. Were it not for the open, I'd look for a short up around 60. Gold may give a, golly, did gold go? Small short below 74.3. Maybe back, not much, 10 ticks. 1,300 net buyers in gold. Come on, crude. Trace Mas. Anybody have any questions before we go? Yeah, I mean, we want to trade in the direction of the buyers, right? So, for instance, there's 2,600, almost 700 more buyers than sellers here. Yes, correct, Mike. Coming into, we need 3 ticks here for first target, fellas. That's it. $101. One tick. One tick. One. There it is. First tick. Or first target, fellas. First target is off. Okay. I'm going to manually move this up to break even. And then I'm going to move it off the screen. So we got first target. Cannot take a loss. I'm going to move this out to third target at 65 ticks. And we'll see what we get. Okay. As this progresses, I'll show it to you guys, but I want to be able to see my screens here on the open. All right, fellas. First target's off. What do you have your first? Well, first off, what was your entry, George? Thank you, Marco. What was your entry, George? Mine is 68. And let me look at my 68. You were in at 60. I'm in 8 ticks behind you. We got the same amount of ticks, but and again, this comes up from time to time, right? Some people will message me and say, well, you got in at 68. I got in at 73. Why? Here's a case where a member got in at 60. And what that is, we don't, no, it doesn't. We all, unfortunately, there is no way for all of us to get the data at the same time or the same way. It's just not possible. All right, fellas, we are under 30 seconds. Oh, in Sierra. Okay, in Sierra. All right, guys, here we go. We could pop up to 19. I mean, again, it's the open. So we'll see what we get here. There's 19 half is what it looks like. We're off. We are off.
Stub filled.
God dang it. I can't move. I can't move a chart, but I think the NASDAQ high probability is in a trade. I cannot move the chart on top of it. Can somebody tell me if that's, there it is. Yeah, it is. Son of a pup. Anybody in the NASDAQ on the high probability? I know it took a trade. I couldn't move it. I couldn't get mine on because the chart on top of it was frozen. What else do we got here, guys? ES is basically flat at the open here. Okay, Yannick. We're basically flat, guys. Let them pull back. We could come back to 875. I mean, I think we're coming back to 875. It looks like a short. Damn it. I missed it. 875 is where it looks like we're headed. Gold also pulled back through that little support, but it may stop here at 72. Boy, I surely hate when these damn charts freeze. I have a chart that's frozen. Crude is also pulling back. My stop's at break even on that bot trade. All right, something filled. ES filled, short on the Uniranco. I'm not sure I'm in agreement with that. I'm into a buy area here. Although it's into the open, we could push down. I actually think long. We may get down to 46, but all right, guys. NASDAQ came into VWAP. I thought we'd get to 75. Not quite. Right, we got to 80. We may still yet. I have no trade, fellas. Not yet. still think we're going to come down lower. Maybe 67 even. 74, 75. Marco, the only bot that's in a trade you're looking at, other than crude, which is break even. It can't take it's gotten first target. If there was a bot trade on, I would show it to you. Here is the ES. No worries, man. No worries. No worries. I have no gold trades. I have no copper trade. Gold on the 15-minute is longs. Natural gas looks like it's trying to turn up. NASDAQ is just fiddle-faddling around here. I have no NASDAQ trade. It's gone 5-minute range, top to bottom, basically. I guess now I got to be looking at longs, NASDAQ. Longs. We didn't get to 75. We came close, but 31 is still a problem on the NASDAQ. But again, it's the open, so who knows? I got longs. Back up to 600 buyers. Yes. ES has small buyers in here. My guess is this is going to take me out on the ES. There goes your NASDAQ. There's NASDAQ long now. It's still long, guys. It's going. This will take me out. Fairly unattractive open. CS is chopping around. Now it wants to sell again. NASDAQ looks like it's going to break out, fellas. 950 is where we should get. 953. If we get above 965, we're going to see that. We should see that 12,000. There are buyers here. They're small, but they're buyers here. We're almost to 1,000 net buyers on the NASDAQ. Well, there was my 40 target from earlier. Finally hit that. Next level up is anybody long NASDAQ? We should make it to 53.25. Anybody long the NASDAQ? No, I did not. Okay, Veronica. Next level up is 53.25, and then we start working up to 65.5. A break of 65.5, we keep going. I think we see 12,000. Is there anybody, just one person? Okay. Okay, Jim. Okay, guys. All right, Tony. Okay, Magnus. All right, fellas. That NASDAQ 53.25, a bit of resistance up to 65.5. So we're going to have to work 53 quarter to 65 half, or 3/4. All right, fellas, bunch you. I have nothing on ES, fellas. It can get to 60. It's the NASDAQ show. There's 53 quarter. Now we start working up to 65 half. If we break 65 half, if we break 65 half, all right, guys, give me that damn chart. All right, guys, out on the ES. Here is your high probability NASDAQ. That just went long. Boy, that target is a freaking mile away, 93.50. The only way it gets there is above 65 half. Then we go to 12,017. Nice job, Kath. One and done. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. What do we have for buyers? 1,600 net buyers. I don't think we pull back all that far on the NASDAQ. We could come back to 19 half, but I don't think so. If anybody is not in the NASDAQ, Detroit area schools to stop in-person learning. We couldn't be any flatter. Look at this. This is a 15 range. Trend is up. All right. Let's see if it can do it again. Not quite. Almost, but not quite. 3 ticks, fellas. 3 ticks. 3 ticks to target. This thing just, this market has nothing in it. I mean, nothing. Zero. That's it. It's got nothing in it, guys. Absolutely nothing in it. $10.23. Common sense, these bots are not going to trade any differently than you or I. Anybody that has a modicum of common sense can see this. These will not trade differently than me. The market is dead. We're back down to 1,200 net buyers. We were up to 1,800. They've sold 600 contracts back. Close to that breakout. Close to that breakout. And they're selling them back. I mean, I'm looking at natural gas. I'm looking at copper. Nothing's moving. Dow futures down 149, S&P off 11, NASDAQ up 52. Back down to 1,000 net buyers. I mean, gold is the trade, fella. $950 buyers.
Stub fill. The CEO of the airline body group was some comments I heard from Southwest earlier today. The U.S. airline is softening.
U.S. airline demand is softening. So that's all I'm doing. I mean, ES. ES. I mean, if we can get above that 65 half, this thing is going to go. You're in at 61 quarter on the ES. Ooh, that's a nice hold. I think eventually these are going to go. I mean, I don't see any evidence that they want to sell them off. I don't see that. We couldn't pull back to that 75 zone, and we're fighting this 53 again. Same area, guys, 53. Right? It looks to me, again, we got our pivot back at 1030 at 31. I don't know why it's so slow yesterday and today. I really don't know. I have no answer for that. But if we break out that 65, guys, this thing goes, this thing can go quickly above 65. All right, so stop is pulled up to first target. Come on, let's go. Break that 65, 66 actually. 65, 66. If we get above 66, this thing could be lightning fast. Of course, if I had more hair, I'd need a haircut. But it's overrated, Greg. Look at all the money I save on haircuts. Come on, buddy. 66. Now's your time. Third time's the charms. Third time's the charm. 66. There we go. Now this could be quick. Stop. Trailing stop is now above third target. Trailing stop is above third target. Here's your opportunity, fellas, for 12,000. Let's go, NASDAQ. 12,000. So we've locked in 500 bucks. Or whatever it has on the trailing stop. 23 handles. Come on, push it. Now you got to get above 76. Support has risen to 38. This should keep going, guys. We've only got 1,200 net buyers. I think it's going to 12,000. I mean, it's in its sights. It's 25 handles away from freaking 12,000. Right? One more push. Come on, one more push above 76. Let's go. I think we see 12,031 today to 42. All right, we're out. We're out. The bigger time frames are taking no trades, guys. I would not be wanting to take shorts now on the NASDAQ. I shut that off. I don't care what it does. It could pull back to 37. I mean, natural gas on that 15-minute is just ringing the till. 20 bucks. Gold looks like it may pull back in here. If the 3-minute shorts, I'll let the 3-minute take it. It could pull back to 76. Guys, give me 1 minute. I'm going to get coffee. I mean, this is, again, it's just it's got to get through this area here, but I think we're going to 80. I'll tell you where we're headed. We should get up to 82.7. Right about there. I don't think we get much higher. I have 12,031. I'm with you, Caleb. I'm with you. But you got to be willing to hold it. All right, NASDAQ shorted. Come on, NASDAQ. Come down and get me first target anyways. Come on. It's got to come through 37 if it's coming down. Come on, NASDAQ. Oh, you rat bag. Come get 37. There it is. Come on. Oh, 2 ticks. God, I hate that. Seriously hate that. Got it. There we go. My stop is way too tight, I think, to get that. But I'm not giving back ticks. There we go. And gold gets me. I have nothing, Moshi. I'm not even attempting. Look at you made money today. I'm not even attempting to trade this. I mean, anybody that's made money today, it was a good day. I don't care. And I know you were what, 600 or so? I mean, you can always say I want to make more money, but this is not it. This is not it, fellas. Listen, making very little money or losing very little money on a day like today is a win. It's a win. All right, Mark, you as well. It's a win. This is a position. All right, Mochi, you as well. If there's something to do, I'll put it in Skype, whether it's later today, this evening, whatever. I mean, but honestly, I have no interest in trading this market. Listen, guys, I know enough to save money and capital. You know, I'm down on me personally, I'm down in the day. I'm down. Look at this. Oh, you son of a gun. NASDAQ's got 300 cars left to the green. ES is going to short too. That NASDAQ trade's a great trade. If I hadn't moved my stop to break even. All right, guys. This gold's going to take me out, is what it looks like. It's not a short, obviously. Just some profit taking into the close of Europe. It's not a short. Could pull back to 78 and then bounce there. Here we go. Done. Done. Guys, the more I trade this 377 tick, the less I'm liking it. The less I like it. Guys, I'll do totals. I'll do totals at the end, as I do every day. Currently, here's where we're at. Haven't seen a red day in weeks. Down $1,217.50. And the natural gas trade is all that's on. It's down 160 bucks. That's not going to take a trade while we're here. The Unirenco's got a shot. Here, let's make that simple. We're down 1,400 bucks. 1467.50. And it does not look like there's, the ES could short. Well, the only thing I have to say is, who would believe it if it made money 300 days a year? What can I tell you? Guys, I'll be around this afternoon. No, I don't sweat it, Tony. I've lost money before. I'm sure it'll happen again. I know full well if I let these bots trade all day, they'll end up green. I just hate, being red when we close the room. Here is the total. Down $1,007.50. $1,007.50. Be that as it may. Guys, I want to thank you for sitting in again today. Wasn't much to look at. ES 3563. What does that mean? It's going to 63? Is that what you're saying? I don't see that. Not what I see. I think we're coming down to 50. Not that it can't go to 63 at some point, but I think 50, 51. Torturously slow trade today, guys. Oh my God, are you kidding me? I just want to show you guys something. This is the second time this week that I've done this. Okay. I closed out this natural gas trade on this pullback. And at 11:30, it spiked up to first target. So this is the second time this week. I closed a gold trade out that went to target too, right? Terrible. Terrible. So if I'm down $1,000, I think I took, $150 loss here. It's the difference in $750. Stupid. Every time I interfere with the bot, 9 times out of 10, I'm wrong. All right, fellas. Anybody have any questions before we go? Any questions? Guys, I want to thank you for your time. It was a miserable trade. There's nothing I can do about the market conditions. You as well, Jeff. Be blessed, guys. For my trial members, it was less than impressive. Order flow trades were terrific early on, but the market is just really sloppy here. Just really sloppy. Yesterday was sloppy trade as well. Today is a down day. It's been a long, long while since we've had one. I will be sending out an email with that video. I guess we can't win them every day, right? I will see you guys tomorrow at 8 a.m. Thank you, fellas.